首が終わって、あ、こんばんは、どうも、こんばんは。いい優勝。本番、あ、やばい、スチーム起動しなかったわ。こんばんはっつってな。こんばんはっつって。サイバーパンク。遅延が、えぐい遅延が発生しています。そんなに？まあいいか。よし。やっていこうと思うよ。サイバーパンク。まだだってこっちの配信画面だとサイバーパンクとか言ってる。よし。双剣ビタをすぐよ。いやー、双剣美茶が美味しい季節になりました。あ、起動してる。続行。続行でいけんのかな？スペーサーズチョイス。スペーサーズチョイス。よいしょ。発電所に行く前に植物園みたいなとこに行く予定です。こっからだ。あ、良さげだね。ここもなんかいそうっちゃいそうなんだよな。大丈夫？もぬけの殻？敵いるな。お、なんかいません？あっち側に。ちょっと、回り込みましょう。フーリガンだ、フーリガン。あー、やばい。これ、すごい、位置が悪い。マジか。パルバティ攻撃してくれ。パルバティ。え、お前なんで何もしないんだ？いてててて。おー、後ろにもいいじゃん。めちゃくちゃいるわ。いて。パールバティ何もしてくれ。やばい、気づいたらニートになった。あ、なんか倒してる。敵っぽいんだよな、お前見た目。この辺でめちゃくちゃ倒した。よーし。危な。結構危ないことさせたね。なんか変な音してる。電力が不安定すぎん？これまだある。防具の部品。パタパタ言ってんのはこいつか。セントリーサーベル。なんか、クソ雑魚。 ソダコ武器しか持ってないよ。いきなり出てきそうで、これ。何これ。やった。やっぱね、レジには入ってんすよね。ちょっと、いろいろ拾いすぎかな。加減がわからないもんで。ピッキングしときたい。けど、もったいないんだよな。いや、でも開けてこう、こういうとこ。あ、2個あるじゃん。開けろと言わんばかりの。防具！あ、防具だった。何これ？バフみたいな。缶詰多すぎん？何これ？スペーサーズコー。ピッキングレベルが足りん。ちょっと。何もやってくれなかった。なんかピッキングレベルを上げる。マグパワー。何これ？特になんかできるわけではない。ジャンクなんだこれ。防具でなんかピッキングスキル上がるみたいな。特徴。スキル。ちょっと上げてくればいけそうな感じもある。意外に食らうな。なになんか、生物がいる。鳥みたいなやつか。あいつら襲ってこないの？あ、いや。普通に生物いたわ。結構いるな。結構いたわ。体力バーが、うわぁ体力ゲージ見にくい。痛い。あー、やばい。痛い。お前さ、棒出しじゃん。どうしたなんで何もしなくなった急に。昨日はあんなに戦ってくれたのに。昨日はあんなに戦ってくれたのに、ちょっと。防御優先、アグレッシブ。受け身にしよう。いや、普通に結構危なかったぞ。結構普通に危なかった。ネックレス。もうなんか外が死ぬほどうるさい。俺、大丈夫？入って。一旦セーブかましょうか。浮気しよう。なんか敵だらけの可能性あるからな。こ。 いや、敵だらけじゃねえかよ。一旦だよ。あ、危な。フォールアウトの経験が生きたん。じゃあ、一旦この周りを、ちゃんと、110? 強くない？ってことは、アサルトライフルもちょっと強めのが。まあいいや、一旦、あと200メートル先のこの植物実験場に行って、電力止まるよーって。電力止まるよーっていうのを教えてあげないといけないから。どうした？梅。敵そう。敵いそうですけど、どうですか？あ、いないっすね。あ、これは多分いないっすね。いない感じかな？はっ。いない。拾え。なんだこれ。なんか、置き手紙的な。なんだこれ。うん。特にこれと言ってなし。あっちも入れる。なんか壊滅させられてんじゃん、ここ。めちゃくちゃ壊滅させられてるけど。どうした？なんか、もういないな。持ちすぎかな？もう持てんくなるかな？とにかく持てるものを全部持ってってるけど。なんかハードが見にきいな。そこだけ。左上の体力バーっていうのがちょっと見にくい。何あれ？なんか、気のせいか。おー。どんな感じっすか？あ、人がいる。敵じゃない。こんにちは。
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move
ここには
along.
ないよ。アデレードを探している。なんで切れてんだ？
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
そうなんだ。
You want to try standing outside in the heat, keeping your sights open for the next marauder raid? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me.
ゾーイという名
Lady
の
named
女が
Zoe
何日
went
か前に
missing
失
some
踪し
nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace.
た。あら。
Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place.
ゾ
She
ーイ
could
の
be
家。
anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
やっぱ本売っとこ。
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. I'll tell you what I can.
心当た
Vex
り。
me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
半沢直樹を見ていたと。
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why
私の知る限り役立つ技術はなかった。何もできないテクノボをさらっていたのか。
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close.
ステファン。
If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
了解です。
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
しっかりしてるな。
What is it?
いや。じゃあちょっと音質を。あ、スキルポイント。ちょっとピッキングが低いんで。こんぐらい。で、あとは。これでいきましょう。で、特殊技能が。悩むな。いやでも、体力はあって損ない。まっすぐ行くのもったいない気する。
Keep your wits about you, friend.
なんもなさそうだったわ。なんか。おーす。
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
どれトーマス。えトーマスこいつあ、こっちはトーマス。はい、トーマス。
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
なんか、挙動ってん
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been
Just
trying
great.
to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look
まあ、
like
そりゃ
you're
そう
from
だろう
town.
な。
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from
Can't wait.
town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here.
あら。
Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
今から学んでも遅くない。
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see.
いい
I
ね。
wanna
努
make
力して
something
る
of。myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical
教本
Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy
Oh.
with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back
公
in
民館
town.
さっきんとこか
If。you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
3つ目は
I
どこに
wish
あ
I
るんだ
knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
うん。
Would you? I'd be grateful.
まあいいや。作業台。ちょっと今使ってるアサルトライフル。修理。あんまり修理意味なかった。 俺になんか、マグパワー2つけてみようぜ。回収できないですか？それちょっと話変わってくる。回収できないってなるとちょっと話変わってくるね。お、なんかいる。おっす。
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head
優しい。
down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here.
どんな面倒に巻き込まれた人もここに持ち込まない。あんたが出る。
I have been called that among
園
other
芸家。
things. Green thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in
光
here.
ってる髪の毛。
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try
Tabaco-oncha.
some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon.
タバコオン茶って何ですか？タバスコ？リードとあんたの和解が。
Reed Thompson.
あら。
You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace then?
何をもって和解という気なのか。2番目で行こう。
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned.
まあ確かに。
I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
リードからあんたが使ってる電力を。これで言ってみるか。
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
いやー。これ電力調整器が欲しい。
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it.
おー。
You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
やばいな。
Seems the sort of thing
面
a
倒、
hero
結局
would
面倒ごとに巻き込まれたな。俺だな。あんたの問題に首を突っ込むつもりはない。俺は船を直したいだけなんだ。
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
街にどんな恨みがあるんだ。
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap
まあ、
Spacer's choice
な
throws
かな
them.
か活気はなかったな。
You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
立派な。
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
生活の糧を得ようとし努力している人々は何に恨みがあ
It's
る？
not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones.
まあ、
You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery.
注意
They
する
give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. So, what do you say?
Ah,
Divert
どっちか
power
な。
over to us. Shut down that abominable cannery for good.
まあ、約束はできないね。
Anything else I can do for you?
や、特にないっす。ちょっと、クエストの状況を見ましょう。これメインクエストなんですよね。うんうんうん。この辺にあるもの取ったら、おられると。これ切り替えたら戦闘になるのかな。なんか強そう。あれなんか、プラズマライフルとかある。外か。この感じ。そっか、向こう側か。どうすっかな。どっちがいいのかな。どっちが幸せなんですかね。なんかこれ。うん。急に喋るなって。鶏だ。お、
You hungry? We got canid ribs,
名前があ
canid
る。
flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
仲間の一人が、ああ、こいつか。
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
なるほど。
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal.
マスクドマー
Masked
ケティア。
Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the
そ
wisdom
ん
of free
な、
market economics.
そんなドラ
Shame
マ。
she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
何
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna
あ
surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper.
ー、うん。
She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
日記。
Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can.
いや、
Hey, I got time. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
犬肉もあるよ。サイバースペーサーズチョイス。強いな。高いな。高いな。売る。いらん武器を売っていこうかな。まず、これは、ジャンク品を売る。こんぐらいでいいか。なんかあったりしないですか、ここ。ダメだ。泥棒になってしまう。なんか、いろいろ言ってたな。同類たちって。アクティブにして、あ、これがゾーイの家だ。おう。
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
だから、18ページ。 病状の治療のために。なんかやべえことやろうとしてない？あ、12ページ。お。自分で出てったのか。ポスターを盗む。なんかあったりはしないな。遠いなぁ。ゾーイ・チャンドラ。見つけた。見つけたけども、メインクエストやらせてください。どこ？外出ての場所かな？ここ行けたりはしないもんね。あ、これさっきのとこかもしかして。ぐるって回ってこなきゃいけないのか。敵多いだろうな。Hey.
What is it? I'll tell you what I can.
いや、大丈夫
What
で
is
す。
it?
邪魔して悪かったな。じゃあな。ボッカーか。あれか。適正存在。何これ。ヘビじゃん。気持ち悪い。見張りロボットが殺されてる。なんか、活気があるね。オルトロス。活気があるね。だいぶ。見張りロボット。ちょっとじゃあここでセーブして。なんかバチバチなってるけど。強え強え。なんか強くない？強くないですか？硬くない？そして、ちょっと、武器持ってない？武器持ってるよね。何も戦闘してくれない。大丈夫か？あいつ大丈夫か？あ、そっちから入れんのもしかして。あ、なんか言ってたな。真ん中の変な コアが弱点だって。てててて。なんかすげえことになってる、すげえことになってる。ここから入れんじゃん。はい。お、生きてる。生きてる。だいぶられてんな。あ、マジ。なんかが足りねえ。いやー、あのおじさんの話聞いといてよかった、マジで。内側からなら止めれる？あ、そういう感じじゃないんだ。あ、詰め所とかに行けば止めれる感じかな。多分今のところで止められたんだろうな。あ、ライトアサルトライフル。これ欲しいっす。違いはある。これ買います。君にアサルトライフルをあげよう。俺は、こっちの方が弱えじゃねえかよ。30。いや、待ってよ。パールバッティにこれを持たせるっていうのはあれなんじゃないかっちょいい。かっちょいい。チョイス。この武器強え。行ってみるか。中敵だらけなんだろうな。ジオサーマルプラント。お、敵いるな。ちょっと待って。適正存在。よし。地味に自販機あるぞ。
The control room should be off to the right.
おお、出た。このハンマー欲しかったんだよな。いいっすか。いいっすか、割っちゃって。たけ。いや、拾えるだろ。
I hope we're doing the right thing.
System alert.
システム、ラード。
That's the last of them.
おお、
Don't mess with us.
急に来るな。お、開けれる。開けよ
Great work.
う。おお。管理ルーム的な。これ。これで、 なんだ。ふんふんふんふん。なんか所長が。ああ、ロボットに全部任されて、いなくなってしまったと。プラズマライフル来ました。ありがとうございます。プラズマライフル来ました。弱え。弱えけどいっぱい撃てる。こっちの方が。うんうん。足んね。どうにかもう一個なかったりしませんか。この辺に。てか、ここだったらはしごで来れたじゃん。なんだ。実弾武器の方が効くのか、エネルギー武器の方が効くのかという、この、択一ですね。なんか、この裏に、こう、入れたりするのよ、こういうとこに。ほら。ほら、あった。あれ意外になんもない。うん。よし。分岐のスイッチを入れろと。はい。了解っす。ちょっと遠いな。ああ、そういうフラグ立てんな。簡単じゃなくなるだろう。なんかあったりしないかな。下か、行きたくねえ。なんかいる。かわいい。カードキーがいる。お。ラッキー。この端末使う前にさっきのとこ開けてこようぜ。絶対いいもん入ってるっしょ。そうでもなかった。9、16。パールバティが4。さらにかっこよくなっちまったな。9。ちょっと強めの防具。あ、かっこいいね。俺よりかっこいいもん、見た目。封鎖中。じゃあハッキングしろってことか。パスワードを入力。いろいろある。田中警備主任。うん。警備会社はロボットを置き換えしている。ああ。なるほど。まあ、結構ヤバめなことになってると。ここの中になんか入れてあるな。おお、いるじゃん。 パスの威力高け。え、もう一体の敵はどこだ？広っ。いや、こっちはね。こっちを見ろ。結構死んでますよ。あとなんか喋り声が聞こえる。ジェレミー。はい、ジェレミー。
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice.
そういう決まり文句。
Hostile actions towards spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective.
大石だけ消去は保ってんだ。
Spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist. Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation. Entering standby mode. Awaiting further instruction. Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
お。頑張れ。ああ、こいつが仕込んだのか。ベストを超えるチョイス。まさにスペーサーズチョイス。っていうセリフを。向こう側っぽいな。ついてっか。あさりがいがあるて。うおー、なにこれ。人がいる。なんか人間いません？あ、ピッキングできないです。すいません。ひゃー。ロボットいるし。あーとか食らいそう。おお、盾になれ。そうだ、いいぞ、弱点を狙え。すごいな。完全に弱点隠したな。お、なんか端末がある。よーし。お、これでいろんなとこ見れると。防滴白衣。お、やったぜ。カンカンカンカン。お、向こうから回ってこ。お、ショックキャノン。なんかいろいろ手に入れた。んで、これだ。
want to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
おー、いいんじゃん。めっちゃいいんじゃないですか。なんか、殺人ロボットはどこに行ったんだ？殺ロボットは。いてえ！はいや。ドローン動きはいや。倒すの早くないですか？絶対踏んだら電気食らう。開けといて。いいんじゃん。まだいいんじゃん。よし。弾が少なくなってきたな。ほいと。
I'm not sure what the bite is. All I know is the decision's final.
まあ何をするのが正しいかわからないっていうのは人間にとって当然のことだからな。よいしょ。ここに出るんだ。じゃあこっちはどこに出るんだ？ああ、ここね。はいはいはい。チェスターのパスワードがないっす。まあこれで電気を流れる方向を変えましょう。開けられたりしないかな。足んないっす。本当にいいのか？電気を。
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
君の意見を聞かせてもらおう。
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
電力がないと、従業員と電力がないとエッジウォーターが死ぬと言っていたか。
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
まあ基本的に僕はやっぱ長いものに巻かれろというタイプなんで。 続行。電力の供給先をエッジウォーターに変更。はい。お、派閥が。アデレード・マクビットがここまで来てんのもしかして。アデレード・マクビットここまで来てるもしかして。マクデビット。出て急に話しかけられるなんてことないよね。ヘイって。やってくれたな、みたいな。あ、そんなことはなかった。ってことはファストトラベルできるんじゃないですか。OK。石を投げられるかもしれない。しょうがない。長いものに巻かれたんだ。やっぱ企業には逆らえないよね。あ。なんか暗く、なんか暗くないっすか？なんか、やばい。あいつらにボコボコにされる。ちょっと離れとこう。困ったなーってなっても。あら。あらあら。怖っ。
Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you
Ah,
are.
quoi.
Chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power,
い
killing
や
off
ー、
my
町
garden.
に戻ればいいの
Without
では。
refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
アティチュード。住民を取り戻し上がっている。
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater.
了解で
This
す。
is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
めちゃくちゃ嫌われてんな。
As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those
すごい
are
こと言っ
my
てんな。
terms.
ちょっとリードを始末するな。
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
いやー、ちょっと十分です。すいません、これもらってきます。これだけもらってきます。これ取ったら泥棒になっちゃうんだな。やばい。ちょっとこのボコボコにされる。このまま、ボコボコにされる。ちょっと、どうも。
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
あら。電力がないなら、エッジウォーターに帰
I've
るべ
been
きだ。
thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I
しょうがない。
can't do that again.
それが仕事なんだ
I。mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go
ま
back
た
to
言ってる。
Reed and make a real case for myself. What's on your mind?
なんでもないっす。こんにちは。
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
だとしたら、ちょっと帰った方がいい
The
っすよ。
matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying put until I know what's become of Zoe. Don't want that question haunting me all the way back to the cannery.
マジか。サイドクエストを2つクリアしないと。サイドクエストを2つクリアしないとこいつら帰ってくんないな。じゃあ、片方から行くか。こっちから行きますか。遠いね。ちょっと遠いね。ショックキャノン。パワフルバッテリーにショックキャノン持たせてみる。グレネードランチャーあいつ自滅しそうだから。だいぶ遠いとこにいるね。ああ、もう行くのめんどくせえとこだいんな。いやー、略奪組がいる。ちょっと、いけるかな。ほら。レレレ打ちすれば。あれあれ死体、ああ、あった。あ、死体湧いてきた。強っ。え今手持ちのライトマシン、あ、同じぐらいか。今手持ちのライトマシンガンより強って言いかけたけど。なんか入ってるかな。これ、いくつ？ライ麦収穫ブレード。正直これはこっちの方がいいな。近接武器はまともなのがないな。ちょっとエネルギーアモで頑張っていこうと思います。なんかいろいろいるな。すごいいない？すごいいない？ちょ。あいつさえなんとかすれば、おっなんか急に。マジか。やっぱ、マスティフ強え。マスティフじゃねえわ。ヘムロック強え。ヘムロック強え。やった。パワードアーマー。 これで、じゃあパールバティにも、ちょっといい防具を。よいしょ。かっこいい。で、なんだっけ。エンジニアリング。体力上げとこう。もう一個いけんの？もう一個いけねえじゃん。適応。足のスキルはちょっと。自由火器同等強くなっちゃって。ステルスが弱くなってるけど。これできますか？ちょっと分かりにくくなっちゃった。大丈夫か？クエスト出てたんだな。なんだ？コーデックスじゃなくて。なんかを見つけろみたいな。お、いいんじゃん。おい、探してよ。
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
そうだ。
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not
自然愛
possibly
好
be
家。
less
いや、もう壊
interested in
滅したか
them.
ら。
You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
ちょっと
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
いやー。説得。
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about
Eh.
me.
じゃあ。
Wait, you're telling me he's got a
お、
copy
よかった。
of the
書いてくれる。
masked here? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me.
よ
I've
しよ
got
し。
that to look forward to.
ちょっと確
I'm
認したいこ
great
とが
at。clarifying. I've got all the time in Halcyon.
いや、いいや。あ、なんかちょっと仕事ロボの表示が消えなくなっちゃった。あ、よかった、消えた。食い物はもういらないね。食ってねえからな。こっち側に行くと、よし。何あれ？地雷？地雷っぽいな。地雷っぽいな、これ。大丈夫？いやー、これもなんか消し済みになってる。結構倒したぞ。怖いよ。地雷って、こうやって、これでなんか、あ、ダメだ。なんか、フォールアウトみたいに撤去できるかなと思ったら、できなかった。 けられない。まあでもこんなもんすかね。ちょっと何人か敵が消し済みになっちゃってるんで、戦利品はされないですけど。あ、これもだ。あとは犬。これが一番強かった。あれ、なんか、ここにももう一個。よし。これで帰ってくれねえかな。町へ帰るよって。もう帰ってきてんじゃん。ボス。
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
俺は電気止められてっかんね。
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened anyway? You pretty much did my job for me.
お、
Least
あざ
I
っす。
could do is pay you for your trouble.
シャレうめえ。
Let me know if I can do something for you. The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in?
え、
I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here.
こんなことしたのに賛同で評価になりました。
We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. You better be sure about this. We go back to Edgewater without Adelaide, she's never coming back.
いや
Yeah, you're right. And I suspect
帰った方がいい。
Reed's learned his lesson by now. Might even be willing to talk terms with us. Hey, Thomas, gather up your personals and we'll go talk to Reed together.
This is all happening so fast. Give me a little time to give this place a proper goodbye, yeah? If you find any more of those manuals, I'll be in Edgewater.
OK。
If you see Reed, let him know we're coming back.
じゃあな。やったぜ。よし。いやー、一仕事終わりましたね。あ、そうだ、もらった、なんか、報酬を見よう。これで宇宙船飛ばせるようになったわけか。これか？おー、それより強い銃持ってんだよな。たくしけたもんよ。これは違うよね、絶対。これくれたやつじゃないもんな。まったくしけたもんよこしたな。よーし。仕事したから報酬もらうぞ。おお、びっくりした。急にいるから。でってでってー。おーい。
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town
だろ？
like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? That's good enough for me.
OK。
Adelaide and I have a history. Was unlikely she'd ever come back. But hope springs eternal. We are in your debt. I am authorizing you for a discount on all official Spacer's Choice products, courtesy of the
ありが
people
とう
of
ござ
Israel.
います。前から聞きた
By
いと
all
思っ
means.
た。思ったった。
I do. Grace Romero, wasn't it? Brusque, truculent, never seemed to care much for cannery work.
そう。
Protecting a camp from marauders is no small task. I'll see to fitting her out in a guard's uniform.
お、
This whole
やった
fiasco
ね。
is not one I am keen on repeating. I was too hard on my own
お、
workers.
すごい。
I
経営
pushed
者
them
と
to
して
their
しっかりして
breaking
いる。
With more hands at the cannery, I expect productivity will rise. I expect we'll grow. And I expect I can
す
ask
ごい。
corporate to send us
意
some
外
more
と
medicine.
しっかりしてるじゃないか。
One way or another.
ご苦労。なんか、この辺に本あったりしません？なるほど。え？
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they didn't care much for me.
いや、正しいと思う。こっち
That's
だ。
on account of how I never met her.
あら、地雷を踏んだ。
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
いや、資格が。
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of
特
special
別契
contract.
約。
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to.
優しいね。で、俺は。お、急に来るから、急にシュッて近づいてくるから。アンリア。これもしかして船に行ける？船に乗れるわ。どうすんの？君どうすんだい？
Is this your ship? Oh my star, she is just
Tension
so
高っ。
handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real
なん
ship,
か一緒に行く感じじゃん。
working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking
なんか
feeling.
大概の
Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And
大
you're right.
大概のエンジニアを本社から送ってもらうってい
I
う。
want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship
大丈夫
sane.
か？ネトラレ
And
発
if
生
you
して
ever
る
need a
ぞ。
pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
いやー。来てくれ、来てくれ。
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now.
どうも、キャプテンで
I
す。
got a captain.
I got a captain. まあ、気軽にキャップと呼んでくれ。
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal.
マジで褒めてくれる
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know
よし。
how to install a power regulator?
いや、ちょっと。
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
よし。スキルを振ります。本当だ、エンジニアリングなんか高くね。説得の能力がゴミすぎるっていうのと、で、あ、いや。一旦戻して。で、標準で50いっといて、で、これでいこう。特殊技能。仲間の経験値。いや。移動の速さ。悩むな。どれにしようかな。これはそろそろ欲しいね。これ取っときたい気持ちはある。いや、困った時に取ろう。いや、ここでちょっと仲間と仲良くしていこう。行くぜ。おーし。学校。どこでもチケットを買い切。実績解除しました。ウィース。
What can I do for you, Captain?
はめたよ。
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of all flight capabilities.
よし。行こう。おお。おお。すげえ。かっこいい。かっこよかったな、今。飛び方がかっこよかった。なんか、下のところについてるヒラヒラした、なんか、舵っていうか、オールみたいなのが可愛かった。よし。久しぶり。
Hail and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thought.
目線を送るな。要点を言ってくれ。
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on
人、
Monarch.
私、我々。
They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black market
グラウンドブレーカーのグラディス。
She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
ナビキーか。
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience.
何が起きるか分かんないけど。
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
まあちょっとそのグラディスっていう人と。
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself.
使用者の見た目を別の人物に変えるマント。
Mimic that of another. It has limits. First generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
変装できると。
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power. But it's a
評議
lie.
会は嘘まみれと。
The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
まずすっげえ手芸マジ宇宙感じてる。なんか船長室がどうたらこうたらとか言ってた。ここが船長室。シャギン。かわいい絵文字。ちょっとこれ読むのは時間かかりそう。お、これか。なるほど。やべえミッションの可能性があると。どういう感じになってんだろう。おお、サム。パールバティの部屋か、これが。うわー、なんか、ちょっと可愛らしい感じのことしてますね。仲間がだんだん増えていくのかな。トイレだ。風呂だ。 お、いいんじゃん。やっぱここなんだね。いるのは。はい。
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
君はそろそろ立ち去る。
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120. A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
詳しいな。
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
そう。
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
そっちメイン。
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
ちょっと。
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker. Though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with the
プラ
plasma
ズマ
torch.
トーチを使ったグリルチーズのサンドイッチ。エイダにさっきのロボット何にって聞かなきゃいけない。
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of
Hum.
assistance?
あ、これだ。
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. See you soon, Captain.
じゃあちょっと仕事を割り振ったら、あ、これだ。衛星処理とメンテナンス用ロボット。清潔で比率の殺人マシン。うん。廊下をして酸性洗浄パーツ了解です。よし、じゃあ行き先指定して着陸して、うおグラウンドブレイク。ほう、こういう感じなんだ。モナーク。じゃあグラウンドブレイカーに。ほうほうほうほうほう。
Mission reached. The groundbreaker.
もう着いたんすか？
Can we talk?
はい。
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
ジュンレイ・テニソン。
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to
お、
swing
す
us
ごい
by.
ね。ぐいぐい来るね。
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
うん。いいよ。
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
君はそろそろ立ち去るべきだ。 お。あ、そういう感じなんだ。6人いるのね。2人まで同行できる。よし。こんな、どういう場所なの？コロニー的な？あ、こんにちは。
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
おー。
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
I'm in space.
This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers. Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking toucan's gonna appreciate you interrupting. Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
すいません。
So, go space yourself. Problem solved. You must really want a truncheon through your teeth.
俺は見物だ。
This ain't a show. Move along. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Oh.
Whatever you heard, it's all true.
何があった？
I had this foreman, right?
親方。
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G.
0G なんか
Other than that,
決まるやつ。
say as I do.
酒なのか何なのか分かんない。
Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
そうです。
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of
ア
a
ン
serial
リラ
drama.
イアブルの
Hey,
船
I don't
長
want
で
to
す。
talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
お、名前を聞いてなかったな。俺はリョウネコミ。
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
See you around, boss.
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
なんか、名前がついた人がいっぱいいる。
Move along.
あ、すいません。やばい、泥棒になっちゃう。なんか、みんな働いてるな。
Why do we let people more heavily armed than us on board?
お尋ね物ああ。結構なことやってるんですよ。自販機？あ、自販機だ。あんまりいいもん売ってねえな。こっちは？お、いい野蛮な武器売ってるね。なにこれ？オートマグピストル。
Identification, please.
身分証。仮にだけれど身分証を持ったんやとしたらどうなるんだ？
Everybody's got an ID. Oh, let me guess. You, left it in your other pants? I hear that one a lot.
放送の身分証、これ。
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
どうすれば解決できるんだ？
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker.
Oh.
His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, I must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Wanda Dorset.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery.
SAM
I
清掃
don't know
ユニッ
much
ト。
else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
了解。
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
グラディス。
Fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
はい。ピットフォード。
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
まあ、とりあえずそんなもんでいいや。
Be seeing you.
なるほどね。
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one
これ以上入ったら射殺されるかな。
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first.
のせいでしょ。
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
すいません。これで。
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udom Bedford would surely like to hear it. Glad to hear it. Anything else?
そういう感じか。お？あ、泥棒になっちまうな。
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
News.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
3の警告。
Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
サーカスタイムクラウンズはチームに所属する選手。トスボール。何かしらのスポーツなのか。クラーク大臣に敬意を表。地球がある。
Board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens. You've been listening to Halcyon News. Your mandated duty is to be a good citizen of Halcyon.
何これ。じゃあ一歩街に入ってちょっとやめるか。うおー。
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Sugar Shell Flakes, and Purple Berry Flavored Power Nuggets. Now with
栄えとる。わーわー。This is only. すげえ。よし。うわ、きしょ。カメラ待機って何？うお。カメラ待機。おお、そういう感じ？よし、じゃあここ